Hello and welcome to another adventure. We are in one of the most remote parts of Scotland. We arrived last night after a 9-hour drive. Set our tents up in this lovely little parking lot. Spotted a little bit of wildlife, some mushrooms, a little robin. Had a nice little fire to keep all the midges away. And then we got up early this morning and started making our way up this mountain.
For the next 7 days we were going to be out in the wild, with 7 challenges to complete along the way, including crossing a river without using any bridges, spotting some wildlife, and a wild swim that I wasn't quite looking forward to just yet. Today we had about 8 miles ahead of us, a tough climb through the Beinn National Park. A line of Munros stood between us and a hidden mountain loch which we were aiming to camp at for tonight. The route started off surprisingly well, winding through a beautiful valley lined with ancient oak and pine. Our path was clear and solid, with the river glinting below as we continued the climb upwards. As we climbed higher, the clouds began to close in, hiding the first of our peaks. Whoever lay ahead was completely swallowed in the mist, and for now, we had no idea what we were getting ourselves into. Although it didn't look it, this final stretch of clear path was getting steeper with every step. By the time we reached the end of it, we'd done our first 3 miles of the day, and ahead of us was our next unplanned challenge. A steep wall of loose scree rising sharply towards our first peak at just over 900 metres.
Some of this bit's a little sketchy. You've got to check every single little rock, because they might go loose. If they go loose, guess who else is going tumbling with them? Me. Look at this guy, chilling up in the mountains.
The further up we got, the thicker the clouds got. You could see them moving swiftly up and over the ridge we were about to pass by. We were definitely starting to feel this incline. We had a short bit to go, and then we'd be at the top.
We're making some progress. Might be at the top. One of the mountains. Touch the mountain's nipple. And then we'll head back off into the fog. So this bit we're just climbing through now is called the Black Carls. Wow, check this out. Pretty big drop down that way. Pretty gnarly way down that way too. I touched the yeah, I'm the highest point. That last climb was a bit tough. I made it to the next peak. About 1 o'clock. So it's time for us to have a bit of food. Found a little sheltered spot. It's a bit damp with the mist, but we're having some food. Got some cheese, salami. I'm gonna have a flapjack as well, and maybe some dried mango pieces. We've reached one more peak, and now I'm just about to go and touch this next one, which is probably pointless, but there we go. James and I have to go down 150 metres and back up 150 metres, do another half mile, and then we'll be heading down to this beautiful loch.
For a brief moment, the clouds parted and we could see the earth below us. Silver veins of water running through it and beautiful golden spots of sun. This marked the final high point of the day. and it's fair to say I was done and I was ready for camp. But not just yet. We had one more steep climb to go down, and then we'd be at the Loch. What a beautiful view.
It's been a long day. We're finally getting to the Loch. We're going to head all the way over the other end, see if there's campsite there. But look at this little guy. Little froggy boy again.
Don't forget to comment, like and subscribe for more adventures in the future.
Alright, I'm going to put him back now. Yeah, little pal. Have a good trip. It's a shame the skies aren't clear, but this is still a beautiful place. Absolutely mental. So I think we're both pretty beat. I've just found this little bit on a rock, and I've been having a little lie down here. I'm going to try and do a bit of fishing, and hopefully I'll catch a brown trout. If there's brown trout in here. If there's no brown trout in here, it might be a bit difficult to catch a brown trout. We'll set stuff up, and then I'll see if I can take another one of the challenges off the list. That has been the hardest hike I think both James and I have done, which means the new level has been accepted. We've gained a new experience, and next time we can find a harder one. Although currently, I couldn't think of anything worse to do than do that again. I'll bring you guys back once we've got the tent set up.
The sun decided to make a final appearance today, as if to congratulate us on a hard day's work. Then we had a delightful surprise. A red deer herd appeared behind us as we set up our tents. You can make out one proud stag among his hinds. They blend in so perfectly, and at this time of the year you can often hear the stags bellowing. A surreal sound and a truly beautiful experience to witness. We sat back and enjoyed their presence and the rest of our evening. We really had picked an excellent spot to set up our camp for the night. Some beautiful waterfalls and some really cool rock around it as well. The white upper layers are Cambrian basal quartzite, approximately 540 million years old, while the dark layers beneath are Torridonian sandstone, which are around 800 million years old.
Well then guys, there we have it. One of the challenges ticked off the list. We were not expecting to do that today, so that was pretty cool, seeing those deer. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to catch any fish. I was getting a little bit too cold. I've come back into my tent to get out of the wind, and I'm going to cook some dinner. Tonight, for a starter, I'm going to be having some pasta. Woo! We got fire, baby! While that water is boiling up, I'm also going to be having a high protein pudding and some smoky barbecue almonds and cashews. We did quite a lot today, so the plan to try and fill up on calories and have as much protein as possible to try and recover is quite a good idea. Let's get some food. Oh, that's hot. Now time for the protein pudding. That's an excellent little dessert. I'm going to polish this off and then get some sleep. Might be a very big day tomorrow, walking up to 18 miles to get to our next stop. As for now, I think we're going to get some sleep. We'll see you guys in the morning. Well, welcome back and good morning. The weather last night got much worse, and obviously it's miserable this morning. Packed our shit up proper quickly, and now we're just heading off, and we might have to change our plans for today.
We continued down the flooding paths, James trying to keep his feet dry, while I had no such intentions. I was fully immersed in the flow by this point. The feeling of being dry was long forgotten, and I was happy to embrace the next leg of our journey, only slightly disappointed I'd forgotten to pack my goggles.
We're going to continue the trip during this yellow weather warning. We're going to go and explore some bothies for you.
We're definitely enjoying this, despite the miserable weather. A little rain and muddy paths won't ruin a good day. If anything, it makes the adventure feel more alive. Watching all the water carving its own paths and feeding the river is a reminder that a bit of wet weather cannot dampen the fun, not if you don't let it.
We've got a big crossing! I think we're about to complete another challenge, which is cross a river. This is pretty big.
This stream usually has stepping stones just about visible to my left, but after last night's rain it had swollen considerably. We were already soaked, so at this point it didn't really matter. We went straight in.
River crossing challenge complete. We have just got down to the road, so we have done this many miles now, and we still have this many miles to go, and then we'll have this many miles to drive and this many miles to walk to the bothy. I would have told you now, I ain't got a clue how far it is. We're going to see if we can try and thumb a lift as well, just to save us a bit of time, and also walking on the road is boring, so we'll keep you updated. We're going to have a chocolate flapjack while we walk along the road.
Our thumbs at the ready, we got going. Unfortunately, our first attempt wasn't so lucky. So we picked up the pace and pressed on, re-entering the Beinn National Park once again. We powered through the miles, making good time. We enjoyed the sun popping in and out, and dropped a little wish upon a rainbow.
We might have just thumbed a lift, but we're not 100% sure. This could be an absolute winner. We will keep you updated.
Our wish had been granted. The smallest, most jam-packed car we had ever seen had stopped just up ahead.
She's pleased. Look at her. I might end up having your face licked the whole time if I can't have that.
Thank you so much for this.
So what's your journey? What are you trying to do?
So we originally had it was like a 67-mile route.
Yeah.
Up through the mountains, all the way up to Red Point, all the way up to Loch, Coirre, and then down the side of Loch Marie.
Just wanted to grab a photo.
Yeah, of course. Cool. Thanks. Thank
No, thank you.
Massive thank you to Ben and Vic. We hope you enjoyed the Cairngorms and managed to stay out of this yellow weather warning. That was really kind of you. We really appreciate that. Saved us a couple of hours and meant that we could continue on our journey this way.
That's going to be the end of part 1. Stay tuned for part 2, which drops next week. We'll be arriving at a bothy, getting up to no good, spotting some incredible wildlife, and taking some more challenges off along the way.
Much resembles a snake.
If you haven't already, please subscribe so you don't miss next weekend's episode, and check out the other videos that are on the channel if you like to.